Hi, my name is Tim and welcome to Kids Against Hunger. We're going to show you how to make some food today. I heard you want to make some food, so we're going to show you how. What you do is you start out with an empty bag. You take that bag and you stick it underneath the funnel. You can actually have two people doing this part. You can have one person holding the bag on the funnel. You can have the other person on the other side ready to take that bag off and getting the next bag ready. So first we want to put the chicken flavoring in. And that's 1 scoop. Now the chicken flavoring has no real chicken in it, in case there are vegetarians out there. In fact, our meal is completely vegan. It has no dairy or no meat products whatsoever. So we take the chicken and we scrape it nice and level. We don't want to scrape it up against the edge because it actually packs too much in there. So that'll go in first. That's got 21 vitamins and minerals, and it's got iodized salt for dehydration. Next you have 6 different vegetables because Mommy always said to eat your vegetables. So that needs to be a nice heaping scoop like this. Next is the soy. This is massive protein. It's 52% protein. What that means is 1 pound of this soy is like eating 8 to 12 pounds of red meat for protein. We also add another 9 vitamins and minerals in the soy. Last but not least is premium long grain rice. This is a staple food around the world, so we felt like we had to include it. Plus it's a great belly filler. It needs to be a nice heaping scoop like this. So once we get the rice in, we take the bag off, set it over here, and then it's ready to be weighed. Now the reason we have to weigh it is because we don't want to cheat a starving kid. But actually we've had some problems where we've shipped into a certain country, and believe it or not, even though they're receiving the food for free, sometimes the custom agents will open the boxes, look inside, and maybe even weigh the bag to make sure that we're not trying to cheat their country. So we want to make sure the weight is pretty right. The reason we put the rice on the top is so that we can actually take some rice out if it's too heavy, or add some rice if it's too light. Now our scales a lot of times are actually shutting off automatically to try and save batteries. So if your scale turns off, just make sure you turn the scale on before you put the bag in. So once the zeros come up on the scale, then you push it down to grams. Some of the scales will already automatically go to grams, so that's okay. So we want to weigh it between 390 and 400 grams. So let's see how we did with this bag. So we did okay, it's 389. So we want to be between 390 and 400 grams. So what we want to do is add a little bit of rice until we at least get to 390. So that's good. Again, if it's over 400, then you just want to take a little bit of the rice out. So then that bag is weighed, and that goes right over here. Now once we weigh the bags, they're ready to be sealed. Now there's 2 really important things when you're sealing. Now we're dealing with 2 different kinds of sealers. We have a 1-arm sealer, and then we have this impulse sealer. They're both impulse sealers. Now you normally won't have to adjust this, but this type of sealer is normally set on a 3. So what we do is we take the bag, and what you want to do is you want to grab it so that it's right above the rice and snap it. And what that does is it gets most of the air out of the bag. If there's too much air in the bag, when we ship it, sometimes we get to ship it by airplane. And we've actually had reports of pilots saying that they heard popping sounds inside the boxes. That means there was too much air in the bag. So we need to make sure we get most of the air out. Now again, grab it just above the rice level there and snap it. And what you want to do is you want to hold the tension on the bag until the bag is completely sealed. If you move your fingers in any way, because you're afraid of the sealer or some other reason, then the air gets back in. So just make sure you snap the bag again and hold it down. Now if you hold it up too high here like this and snap it, then when you try to put it in the sealer, you'll have to move your fingers down. So you want to just grab it right away, and snap it, stick the bag right inside the sealer just a little ways, push down with the sealer. A little red light comes on. It says heating. As soon as that red light turns off, you're done sealing and you're good to go. You want to make sure you seal the bag up towards the top. If you seal it too low, then it stays bunched up like this and it won't fit in the box very well. So you seal it up towards the top, you make sure the light goes off and it's sealed all the way. You can see the seal here. Then you want to take the bag, you want to shake it, and you want to set it down in a paddle. We'll show you that next. So what you want to do next is, if you're the sealer and there's no other person down here, is you want to take the bag and you want to flatten it out. And you want to set it down right here. Now once there's 3 rows of 6 too high, 36 bags, then they're ready to go in the box. So what you do is you set them on a certain pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 bags high, that's 36 bags. Then they're ready to go in the box. Now once you've got your 3 rows of 6 too high, then they're ready to go back in the box. And this can be a separate person and a separate shop if you like it to be. So you take 2 bags at a time, and you stick them in the 4 corners of the boxes. It's a snug fit, but it should work just right. And then once you got those 4 in there, then you just build up from there, 2 at a time, in each of the corners. Now once you've got all those in there, you've got 4 left. There's a special thing you do with the last 4. You take 1 at a time and you put it in each of the corners. Just like that. And then your box is ready to be taped up. Now, sometimes you can have runners that run around and box it up for you and help you keep going. Whatever works best for you.